and welcome to the cottage. My name is Hannah. I am the host of this knitting, crochet, sewing, etc. podcast. I'm being distracted by doggies right now. They're being really cute. You want to come say hi? Oh, come here. Come say hi to your friends. Say hi. Oh no, don't drink the coffee. Oh gosh, what a start. Okay. Yes, this is a podcast about baking and now puppies. Churro, come here. Don't get in trouble. Stay. Just lay here. Lay here. It's the morning. They're all frisky. But yes, so let's get started. What an introduction. Little admin. The shop is open. There's currently a sale going on in my shop right now. It's 10% off everything, including patterns. So if you're a maker, you can get stuff 10% off. And this is website only sale. The discount is not on Ravelry. So yes, backtrack. If you're a maker, you can get some patterns 10% off. My patterns. If you're not a maker or you're a lazy maker, you don't want to make something for someone, I've got all my finished objects, finished goods, as I call them, on there. And then I've also got some made to order items. There's only a few of those because I'm one person, it's just me, etc. But yes, that's going on right now. So if you want to take advantage of that, now's a great time to do that. We got the coffee. I'm surrounded by stuff. So let's get started. First off, I have 2 finished objects, neither of which I have. They were the gifts that I was working on for my friend. So now that they're gifted and out in the world and she loves them and I'm so happy she loves them, they came out way better than I was expecting. But I will attempt to put a picture right here. I may just cover the whole thing. We'll see how this editing works out. But the first one is the Noah the horse from the Knitted Animal Friends book. I am so happy with the way this came out. It is so cute. I want one for myself. I was actually like brainstorming afterwards. I'm like, you know, if I did this in like a pale yellow, it'd look like a palomino. I grew up with horses. I don't know if anyone on here actually realizes that, but yeah, I grew up. My sister owned horses as we were growing up. We did not keep them on our property. We kept them at a friend's farm. But yeah, I grew up riding horses and raising farm animals and all kinds of things. Country girl at heart. If I ever get brave enough, I actually have my saddle over in the corner that I keep as decor now that I live in an apartment without a horse. Sorry, hold on. Churro! Stay out of the garbage. She likes to get in the garbage, and now that I'm not watching her, she thinks she can get away with it. You can't, sweetheart. You can't. No. You're sweet. But I was brainstorming and I was like, how cute would that be if I could like recreate the horse I grew up raising as like a stuffed animal? I think that would be so cute. I don't know. Maybe I'd make it for my sister as like a little sentimental thing, or have matching ones for the 2 of us. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming like all these different horse color combos in my head of like, oh, if you do like this. And anyways, long story short, I finished Noah the horse. We did not name him that way the baby or the parents could name him, or her, whichever they decide. It's a stuffed animal. Who cares? But I did the little overalls, and then my husband had the idea of getting like a little straw hat, so it kind of looks like this super country, like kind of hillbilly-ish. It's so cute. It's so cute in all the best ways. It's just adorable. I love it so much. But okay, so that's number 1 finished, and I have to say, everything stitched up really nice. The only thing I had so many problems with, and this was a me thing, this was not the pattern, it was a me thing. My dog is now watching me talk to the camera. I wish I could get this. This is great. But the head, it was definitely a me thing. I had trouble putting the eyes. I don't know why. Like, I put them on one spot and they looked too far apart, and then I put them on another and they were too close. And then I showed them to a friend, and they had the brilliant suggestion of putting the ears on first and then gauging where to put the eyes so that it'd be better. Like, oh, you have the ears and then the nose, and I was like, oh, that's brilliant. And it did, it worked. So kudos to them. They get all the credit. It worked out great. Next up was my husband's idea for a gift for them. We love these friends so much. We're just so happy for them. Excuse me. But he wanted me to make this coat, which is the Latte Coat. I don't know if I talked about it on here or not. Let me pull up the pattern. And I don't think I really took a good finished object photo either. But this is the Latte Coat. This is not the one I did, but this is one very similar. So what I left off the pockets, and I didn't do this little thing, and I didn't do any lining. But as you can see from the photo that I hopefully will have it inserted, I did purple, and I had, the only thing I would slightly critique, and I think this is more a me thing, I don't think this is the designer's problem, but I had a lot of trouble getting gauge when I was gauge swatching, because I was like, I'm not even a big gauge swatcher, but for this one I had a lot of trouble gauge swatching because I wasn't getting it. Hi, Bubba. Do you want to lay on my project while I sit here? Okay. Our big corgi. You'll probably seen him in the videos before. He's your old man. But I had a lot of trouble matching gauge, and I was using, trying different needles, but then I was going down so small to try to reach gauge, and it wasn't working. So eventually I just said, whatever, I'm just gonna try to make it. And it started coming out perfectly fine. And the weird thing was most of it was measuring anyways, like knit to this many inches kind of thing. So it's important, yes, to get the fabric, but at the same time it really wasn't, because you were yeah. So it's not a critique, but I did have trouble with it. So that was my only note on that one, but otherwise it flew. I think I did it in like a couple days. Then I got the buttons, and they were so cute. Again, like just very country, but like a little hippie. I don't know. It's cute. It's super cute. But those are my two finished objects that, like I said, I don't have anymore. I thought about filming while I still had them, but I didn't. So here we are. Oh, whoops. I forgot to say, what am I wearing? I am wearing the campus cardigan. Is that what it's called? Projects, notes. Yes, the campus cardigan by Alexandra Tavel. This was actually a test I was doing for my shop. She has on her patterns a note that you can sell, as long as you give her credit. This is an incredible, just oversized, chunky, cozy cardigan. No buttons, just all the fabric. I did a size, which size did I do? Did I make a note of that? I did not. I think I did the medium, maybe large, I don't remember. But it's supposed to be oversized, so like each of the sizes has like 10 or 12 inches of positivity, something like that. Okay, you gotta see this. This is, they're both, look at them. Okay, sorry if that just made anyone dizzy, and now I just gotta get this back into place. Too cute. But an extreme amount of positivities. I really like it. I was trying to figure out, do I want to offer this as a made-to-order item in my shop? I'm still debating about it. I did this one kind of wrong because it calls for... This is why I wrote all this down. It calls for bulky. And I didn't think about it, but the yarn I used is super bulky. So some of the dimensions came out right, and then some of them just came out way bigger than, like, even bigger than an oversized should be. So I want to redo it with the right yarn and see how it turns out, and then kind of go from there. Guys, I need to get to the project that y'all are laying on to talk about next. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Y'all are so cute. I'm just gonna grab this out from under you. Okay, thanks. No, get out of my coffee. Oh my gosh, it's chaos down here. And now they all ran away because I took away their pillow. Oh goodness. Well, next up in works in progress, this one is just all over the place. What an end of the year podcast. Oh my goodness. Okay. Next up is the Welcome Autumn sweater. No, not a sweater. You know what? There's corgi hair. Oh, great. Okay, good. I got it out. Corgi hair in my coffee. That's my day. It's not the first time. It is what it is. Welcome Autumn Cowl, which winter's tomorrow? Tomorrow? Yep. Winter is tomorrow. Tomorrow's the shortest day of the year, with sunlight, you know, etc. Oh gosh. Anyways, I don't think I've worked a single stitch on this since I last podcasted. I was trying to finish up the horse. I was trying to finish up a little cardigan jacket, also as a gift. And then I got distracted with the other project that I'm going to show you, but I wanted to pop it on here just to remind myself I still want to work on this. It's been sitting on the coffee table, just getting cluttered with other things that I haven't been working on. So that's the cowl that I'm not working on, but working on. What's really kept me distracted, and if you've been following on Instagram, you will have seen the whole saga of this sweater vest, this next project. Okay, so I'd kind of hinted at it last time. Knit Picks was having the sale. I went ahead and ordered the yarn because I, no joke, got this yarn for like 20 bucks. No, it must have been less than that. I think it was like 15. I think it was like 20 with shipping, which is insane. But anyways, like a whole sweater. It's a sweater vest, so it's not like a huge amount, but still, great deal, great deal. I got the Wool of the Andes sport weight and the Oyster Heather. Now, slight critique on Wool of the Andes, slight critique on, not Wool of the Andes, Knit Picks. This color is a lot browner in person than it is online. Now I know they have the, what do you want to call it? Disclaimers that it's not gonna be the exact same color, blah, 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 because the computer screens, etc. But this is really dark. And I still like it. I'm still knitting with it. I bought it. I'm gonna use it. And it does go with my wardrobe. I just was expecting it to be a lot paler. The way it was described was more of like a slightly mocha-y cream. And this kind of fits that description, but it's just really tan, like sandy almost. And I was expecting more of like a cup of hot milk with a splash of coffee instead of like half coffee, half milk. I don't know. Like, I hope I'm describing this correctly. If you understand what I'm saying, please leave a coffee emoji in the comments. That'd be great. So I don't feel like I'm crazy. But words are tough sometimes. This is a great day to podcast. What a great day. So yes, I got several skeins of this to make. I think I did mention this last time. The Mapledown sweater by Alicia Plummer. So let me show that. So this is the Mapledown sweater. We can zoom in here. This super cute vest with like this lace detail. Slight cabling, but not really. It's more lace. Super cute. Can't wait to finish it. But let me show you. And I've made amazing progress considering all the issues I had. But let me show you what I've got first. So we've split. We have the entire body worked up. We've split. We're over halfway done with the back. That's the inside. Let's show you the back. Yes. So here's where the frustration comes on. I had a couple frustrating moments. First, when I went to start working the chart on my first attempt, yes, there was several attempts. This is the third attempt. The first attempt, I started to work the chart, and without going into too much detail, basically she has both a chart for the repeats and a written pattern for the repeats. And I saw several people saying the written pattern made more sense, at least as far as initially working the pattern. That way you could kind of understand the chart based on the written pattern. And I was like, okay, that's fair. I appreciate that she has both. That's really good writing. But the problem is they don't match. And I tried messaging, didn't get a response in enough time. I think she's messaged me back now. I have to go double check. I should respond if she has, but I was trying to just figure it out. And at first I thought I was crazy. I'm like, am I reading this wrong? Am I misunderstanding it? Cause like you work it and it doesn't make sense. It didn't line up the way the pictures or the chart showed. And then finally I just realized there was a tiny bit missing. And when you did it kind of on your own, quite honestly, and just like, you had to look at both. And like, really, it was one of those where it's like, the chart is correct in this sense. She's just written part of it wrong. We're humans, we make mistakes. It's just a little confusing that it like went through all this testing and everything like she did. Like I've seen the test, but I don't understand how something, it's literally one number. It's one number and it could be fixed with an update so quickly. I just don't know how how all these people missed this one number. But then I went through and I was reading comments of people who'd made the pattern since it was released, so not the testers, but other people, and all of them had the same problem. It seemed like every other one was like, I had trouble with this, and then I had to like kind of figure it out on my own, and once I figured it out, I figured it out. So, it's still a great pattern, but here's the other thing. So, like I said, this is my third attempt. The first time I made it, I was working it in a size 48 because it said you should have some 4 inches of positive ease. I'm trying to look at my notes here. And I knew as a vest, I wanted to wear it over garments. So I measured myself as I normally do. I came out about the same as I normally do. You know, our bodies fluctuate, etc. I went a size bigger than that because I knew I wanted to be wearing it over garments, and with it being over garments, that adds layer, you know, that adds inches because the fabric of your garments, etc. And I know some of them were kind of baggy, so I wanted to wear it and like have it, you know, that again, this adds fabric. I kind of explained part of this on my Instagram, but again, I'm explaining it here, so hopefully this is more concise. So I knit 2 repeats, maybe more. No, at least 2 repeats. And I tried it on, and there was about this much fabric just like flopping around. It was so big. I only went a size up. It should not have been that much bigger. Instead of there being like 4 to 6 inches of positive ease, there was like 12. I don't understand. Like it was weird because like you had the garment laying flat and I measured it and it was measuring correctly. I was reaching gauge, so that was not the issue. It was almost like the flat measurements had the right gauge, but then when you actually tried it on, because of the lace work, it was just stretching so much more than the finished measurements were giving. So it's almost like the finished measurements were for an unblocked item, and if I had blocked this at that size, it would have been massive. I would have been swimming in this sweater, which is not what I wanted. So I thought, okay, I'm not that far along in it. I want to wear this vest. I want to make use of this vest. I picked it out because I have a place for it in my wardrobe. It has a place ready. It is so ready. I have at least 4 to 5 outfits that I could work with this. So it is needed. It is ready. So I ripped it out and I started on the size smaller than, I was like, okay, I'll just go to size. That should take care of it. This time I only knit 1 repeat. Tried it on again. I could like fold the sweater. It was crazy. I could fold the fabric over the baggiest piece of clothing. I put it, and that's the thing, I kept trying it on the baggiest piece of clothing that I was going to wear under it. So I don't understand how like the measurements were reading right, but they were fitting wrong. They were fitting so wrong. And I re-measured myself. I had my husband measure me. I called my mom on FaceTime and I'm like, hey, am I reading this right? Can you see? Churro! Come here. Come here. Don't go digging in the trash. No, ma'am. You wanna sit here? Okay. All of these things. Called my mom on FaceTime. Had her confirm, nope, you're measuring this right. Am I crazy? Nope, you're not crazy. So ripped it out a second time. Started a third time in 2 sizes down. So I'm now knitting the size 40. I started with the 48. So this is actually supposed to theoretically be negative ease on me. And it finally fits. I did the ribbing and then one repeat, and I tried it on and I was like, thank you, it finally fits. Just, oh, and then after that, it's been flying. Yes, so this is the Mapledown. Be ready to rip out. It's a great pattern once you get going. There's just, it's for the adventurous beginner, the patient knitter, someone who is not afraid to rip things out. It is still a beautiful pattern. Like, it's the fitting that I have issues with, but that's kind of part of making your own wardrobe, I guess, is you have to be willing to sit there and deal with fit issues. So yes, I'm about four balls in. I bought 7. I think I'm gonna have extra because I had bought enough for 2 sizes too big. So I should have extra. I don't know, maybe I'll make like a little hat or something to kind of match with it. I think that'd be kind of cute, like a beret style that I could, you know, do little outfits, matching outfits. I don't know. We'll see. So this is, I pulled out my extras. This is the Mapledown, and if you want to knit it, have fun. Just be ready for a lot of time ripping out. Thankfully, I'm not someone who's afraid to rip my my projects, because like I said, it has a place in my wardrobe. The place is there, it is ready for it. I just want to be able to wear it. Okay, next up is some sewing content, which I haven't seen in a while. I haven't really brought anything on here since the summer, but Joann's was having a really good sale and I was having a really bad day. I'm finally going to be remaking this McCall's M8239. I'm actually going to be doing this version with the Peter Pan collar. I really like that Peter Pan collar. I am going to be doing some slight modifications to it. Hopefully I'll be able to do a video for this. That's my plan. I want to lengthen the skirt just a little bit more because I do have this in a dress already. I believe I didn't do a video on it, but it did end up in my 2021 sewing projects, like what I did all year. It was flannel and plaid and adorable, and I love wearing it. It's super cute. But my only critique was that it sits a little tight on my hips. So I was thinking of adding length, but also adding some volume. So that's gonna be my slight modification on this. And this is the fabric I got for it. This beautiful, it's this knit fabric that I got from Joann's. Like I said, they were having a sale. It was like 40%, 60%. I don't remember exactly how much it was. I think I got like the fabric for like $25, which is pretty good. But yes. Oh, it's gonna be so soft, so pretty, so cozy. It's gonna look great under that sweater vest. Yes, so I got this, and then I got, trying not to get dog hair on it, I got just a little bit of white knit fabric for the collar. So it'll kind of be just, you know, that little bit. So cute. So I'm like I said, planning on making a video for that. And then, oh, actually, I still have the receipt. Let's see, how much did I get off on this? For the fabric itself, it was 40% off. So yeah, $25. And then it was like $3, so like 30-ish altogether. I already had, what is that? I don't remember what, oh, I already had the thread. I did get some ballpoint needles while I was there too, but I mean, that's just good to have, so that I don't include that. So yeah, that's sewing plans number 1. Yes, number 1. Sewing plans number 2 was a bit of an accident. So, long story. We have very tall ceilings. I think they're like, what do they call them? Like the 9-foot, 10-foot ceilings. I don't know. They're really tall. But we also have very tall windows as a result. Like massive windows. And I've been shopping for curtains for them. And curtains are expensive. Like, I get it to a degree because it's fabric. But also, like, there's no like details, and some, like, I'm looking at just plain Jane straight curtains, nothing with like no ruffles, no patterning, like nothing, just simple curtains, and they're ridiculous, especially when you get ones that are like that tall. Let's be honest, these are all machine made. I do not see people hand making curtains. Like, that's just not, like, if we're talking about, you know, workers and stuff, curtains aren't something that, like, it's all straight seams. Anyways, they're not complicated. That's the word I'm trying to find. They're not complicated, but they're expensive. It's kind of crazy. So I had been talking to my mom about this, and we had this idea. I was like, oh, I could just make curtains. Like, why have I not, like, I'm sitting here sewing all kinds of stuff. Why don't I just make some curtains? And we're like, yeah, that's a great idea. So I look every now and then, and I just hadn't bit the bullet on anything, but it's been really, really, really cold this winter, this autumn. It's not even winter yet. It's winter tomorrow. We already talked about this. It's really, really, really cold this autumn, and we've been getting into the teens already, and days where our highs are in the 40s. That's cold for here. I know that's not cold for other places, but that is cold for here. And our windows are huge and drafty. So I like to sit by the window because the light's great over there, especially when we don't have a lot of light for most of the day. And I get so cold. And I was talking to Mom, and she's like, have you made your curtains yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't even gotten the fabric for it. So I was scrolling around on Joann's app, as I do, because they're just convenient, let's be honest. And I saw this fabric for no joke, $3 a yard. And I was like, what? You can't find fabric for $3 a yard. That's amazing. So I texted a picture of my husband. I'm like, what do you think? And he's like, yeah, it's kind of cute, I guess. And I'm like, do you not like it? And before he could respond, I was like, you know what? It's $3 a yard. I'm just gonna get it, and maybe I can convince him to let me make curtains out of this. So this is the fabric. It is so cute. I love it. It's that farmhouse style. It's that classic buffalo check, plaid, whatever you want to call it, and just your basic black and white. And I think it's really throwing off the camera right now. Super, super cute. I was so excited. So I went ahead and ordered it. I ordered it for pickup because if I ordered it for pickup, I got an even bigger discount. So I did all the measurements, and I got 6 yards of fabric. 6 yards of fabric for $14. How, like, I'm sorry, even if he said no, how could I pass that up, right? So I ordered it. Well, the Joann's cutting team was on my husband's side, because after I ordered it, he called me back and he goes, yeah, no, I think it's a little too busy for the living room. He's like, I like the pattern. He goes, I think it's cute, but I just don't think it works for curtains. I think it's too busy for curtains. And he's probably right. I like a little more eccentric style than he does. And we have to, it's a marriage. You got to compromise. You're both living here. So you both have to make these decisions, be happy with these decisions. So I was like, no, you're probably right. But I'd already ordered the fabric. And like I said, Joann's was on his side that day, because instead of cutting it in the perfect 6 yards or an even more convenient 3 yards and 3 yards, because the windows are 8 feet tall, which is just under 3 yards, they split it into 4 and 2. So I have 2 yards of fabric and 4 yards of fabric. And I can't make curtains. But I'm keeping it, and I have sewing plans. So not all is lost. Let's see here. If I had thought to prep this. Okay, you know what? If we're already doing the pictures, let's see if we can throw these in as well. Editing Hannah, you're gonna have a day. For the 2 yards, I am going to do this McCall's pattern. It's, I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but it's one that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it is shorts. So I actually want to do the pants, the wide leg pants. It has like this little, you see, hopefully I've got this here. Otherwise this makes no sense. The legs have a wide leg option with this cute little paper bag gathering, which I know isn't technically in anymore, but I love it. I think it's super cute. And guess what? 2 yards is just enough for the shorts. So I thought, for fabric that's less than $15, this isn't a bad way to test out, what's the words I'm trying to, words I'm telling you guys. Plus I just had a puppy climb in my lap and he's so warm. Mock up. There you go. That's the word I'm trying to think of. It's a great way to do like a test run mock up version of pants with the shorts. So they'd be wide leg shorts with a little flare, but how cute would this be as some summertime shorts? Like, that's adorable. Plus with the black and white, it's gonna go with everything. It's just gonna look, I just know, I can feel it in my gut. It's gonna be so cute. And it's a good test run, so I don't feel bad about cutting into that fabric because it was so inexpensive. So yeah, that's the plan for the 2 yards. The 4 yards, I have been wanting to do the Seren Dress by Tilly and the Buttons. It's just so cute. It's like that classic summer dress. And how adorable would it be in that black and white check? I don't think I need to explain that anymore. It'd just be so cute. So those are 2 plans I have. I want to get the knit dress done first and then those 2, but I've got 3 garments I can sew up soon, and this is gonna be a long video. I just looked at the time. Oh my goodness. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. One more thing. It's at the very end here, but I'm just remembering it. I did put a poll. I'm probably gonna do all 3, but I kind of did one of them sort of ish in here, but I might do all 3 anyways. I was curious for the start of next year. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's so close. Anyways, I know last year I did all my makes of 2021, and I'm thinking about doing another one for 2022. If that's something y'all want to see, I might split it into knits and sewing projects. I might combine them depending on how many I actually look and see that I have. I don't know, still deciding. But the other thing I was thinking of doing also was my 2023 plans, my making plans, what I think I need in my wardrobe and what I'd like to make. There's 3 right there, although I think one of them I'm probably gonna get done this year out of the sewing projects. I have the last week off, so I might just, it's gonna be a staycation, just getting things done around the house. So I might break into the knit dress then. I still need to finish the quilt for my mom. So close. I'm so close. I'm still in the middle of quilting it. I haven't given an update on that in a while either. I'm just looking at it. Yeah. No, I'm really close to finishing that, and then I gotta bind it. So I think that's gonna take priority over the knit dress, but I might at least get the knit dress cut that week. We will see. So now that I've rambled for a full 40 minutes, my goodness, let's wrap this up with, I hope you enjoy any time off you have coming up. I hope you enjoy snuggling in your house this winter. And if you happen to be watching this and you're in the summer, then my goodness, enjoy that sunlight, because I'm normally a gloomy person, but I'm missing it a little bit right now. What else? I think that's all. Yeah, no, I think I've rambled enough. I hope you enjoyed this rambly episode. My goodness, I don't even know what number we're on, quite honestly. 20? Is this episode 20? Yeah, it might be. I don't remember now. My goodness. Okay, time flies. Enjoy, have a great day, and I will see y'all in the next video.